Thanks. Can't help where I get downloads, y'all. You can't help where you get downloads. And I learned a lot from Shamanic Durek. And the things that he was shown in his state of hypnosis. I was watching an interview. I can't remember that's forgive me. I'll make sure that I add the link to this video for you guys to listen to this beautiful, beautiful testimony about his upbringing and his gifts. And I thought it was beautiful that at least he had a mother and aunt and, just different people that could help him understand that he even had gifts and he came from money. But I've said in previous videos that, some people with money, they have it worse than us because, money, they can hide things, they can get away with a lot of things because they have money. They won't see the same punishments as people, and he even said in his interview as other people, but people said he said in his interview, that he actually loved being around people who didn't have as much as him because it seemed like they actually loved each other, like they actually cared, they were actually together and, having dinners as families and things of that nature. And, we don't look at it that way either. We think that everybody with money just has the best life and they should just shut up and stop complaining because they're rich. Excuse me, you guys, but it's natural. And so it just opened my eyes to a lot of stuff because I had been, shutting off my gifts and I had been, thinking in a lack mentality, and I do know what I know. And these awakenings and these activations and this traveling and these deaths, okay, he called it a wounded shaman. And we go through initiation after initiation after initiation. And we have near-death experience. In my experience, I can't, I do want to get into the testimony. I do. I don't know how. It's like something wants to stop me from talking. In my testimony, and I want to be able to have access to these type of shamans that Shaman Durek. So if you guys can help me with that, you know what I'm saying, get these likes up. If you know him personally, if you can help me actually meet him or something like that, so I can, have these type of experiences, so I can, tap into my shamanic gifts because I've been connected to the elements and, I have mediumship abilities and I've actually, drawn out scenes and I wasn't even there. And sometimes I can be there and it's just so many things. But like I was saying, like in my death and rebirth, mine was different. It was like a living death. That's the best way that I can explain it. Like, and I had another one where my body was still laying down. I was lying above it, and there was like energies. It was like they had shapes of regular people, but it was just like a force field around them that just showed the energy, but they were translucent. So I really couldn't see, but I could see that I was like on some type of, I was elevated, but I was like on some type of table, and they were like doing something to my spine, and they were healing me. And like, like when you're like, when you're in, if you've ever had a surgery done and they finally lift you up and you kind of wake up from being put to sleep, it was kind of like that because I had kind of like started to open my eyes and I just heard them, oh shoot, she's waking up or something like that. And then I was, I just felt like this, like, and I just woke up like, it was crazy. Like, it was crazy. But the death and the rebirth, it was just like that. It was like my whole soul was like, I just felt I died and I came back and I had to learn everything all over again. But I was my age and I didn't know why I was doing anything that I was doing in the past. It was like somebody else was operating this vessel before I got here. And I don't know how to explain that. How do I explain that? I've been lost about it, but in my soul, I know, and I just want confirmation. That's all I'm seeking. It's just confirmation. I know that I'm a teacher. I'm supposed to be a leader, but I know that I still need to be led. And I've been learning this by myself. Everybody's been thinking I'm crazy. I haven't met a man who didn't, if they did accept my gifts, they secretly wanted it and they were secretly doing things bad and controlling. And the ones that didn't, they had a lot of love, but I couldn't get close because I'm like, if they know who I truly am, what I truly can be, or what I truly am, our beliefs don't match, so it'll never work out. And I could really, resonate with why his mother, did what she did, especially if she didn't necessarily, sorry y'all, I gotta close this. Especially if she didn't necessarily have the financial stability that his father did, Because, a woman, if we feel like their father is, that's where they have to be, it's different when you have these type of gifts as a mother, and that's just something for him, is what I'm hearing. It's something for you to understand, I'm channeling your mother wants you to understand why she left, It's kind of like the mother bird, you had your wings. And I think that's it's the spirit guides, to protect. Yeah. She was young, vulnerable. Okay, y'all. I hope that we all ascend in peace.